Lewis is on.
I can't do this bit because right, for the audience at home, we just established that I was hosting this literally 30 seconds before we went live.
You put yourself in this situation.
You put yourself in this position. You did this to yourself.
What
But
you say,
know
what you
I'm gonna
want
bail
to
you
do
out of it because I'm a good friend, unlike certain people here. So you know what? I'll go ahead and do it. You're welcome. Maybe learn the intro next time before you go talking shit and moving yourself around, Lewis. Hello, Europe, Australia, and the world. Welcome to the CUP ESC, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the TNT ESC from top to bottom. Honey.
I can't do that.
I'm Logan Murphy. I know. I'm better than you. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I am just currently drinking on some water. Just water. Only water. But I could be drinking something out of my cup mug, which Lewis doesn't own.
I don't know.
It's been 2 years. We do ship to the United Kingdom. All parts of the United Kingdom, in fact.
Girl,
every single country involved in the United Kingdom.
We're going to Canada next week. Why can't Anissa just order one now?
We ship there too.
That's domestic.
Get yours at lonagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below. We do ship domestically within North America and internationally, so there are no excuses. Lewis. Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to shit on Lewis.
Hi, everybody. It's Brook, and I'm passionate about pop culture. I am drinking a generic bottle of water. I do not feel like scrounging for the sound clip. My apologies. But thank you very much.
I was close enough.
I appreciate it. This is honestly one of the best national selections of the year, in my opinion. So I'm really excited about it. There's a potential Eurovision winner in this lineup, in my opinion. Honestly, and I cannot believe I'm saying this after I listened to Storm Chaser. Once again, it's FU Iceland for the rest of the season. Probably my favorite song in any selection this season thus far is in this group. So I'm really excited to talk about Lithuania this year. And hell, who knows? Maybe you'll take my stand card away from Armenia. So
I feel like I'm about to shit on your favorite song in the entire national selection. Who knows? I have that feeling in my heart that that's about to happen. Anyways, hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and get hit. I'm still sick a little bit, so I'm still drinking water and only water. So we're trucking along, but Lithuania kind of ate this time around. Lithuania ate. I enjoyed myself listening to these songs.
Hello everyone. I'm Lewis. I'm a UK mouth who still listens to Sylvester Bell. That was crap. I am so sorry. I tried. You're
trying
you
too
come
hard,
prepared.
and you need to stop.
You're a UK bloke who tried to host.
That's a near rhyme.
That's even worse, actually.
Can't rhyme.
I'm excited to talk. Am I excited to talk about Lithuania? Hey, there's been worse this season, so sure.
I was trying to come up with one for Lewis really quickly, and I couldn't.
No.
Anyway, we are here talking about the final of Eurovizija.LT for Lithuania. They've done 5 heats, of which we are not covering 45 songs for this channel.
No,
thank you.
We don't have that time. No, thank you.
No. Thank you. But we're going to be talking about the 10 that qualified from the heats and 2 others that they decided to wildcard for some reason.
To be fair, they both tied for second.
Yeah, we'll talk about the specific instances with which the wild cards are wild carding in this situation. But we're going to talk about these songs, give them rankings, all that kind of stuff. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time, giving you almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. And make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access. So without further ado, as we know, Lithuania has gone through 5 rounds of heats for some reason. we are left with the first and second place songs out of each heat, plus 2 additional songs that earned wildcard spots a couple of days ago. Our voting for the final in the first round will be 50-50 jury and public voting, leading us to a super final of 3 songs where the winner will be chosen by 100% public voting. How fun and cute and different.
Yay.
More
Super
public
finals.
voting.
Are terrifying.
Finals are icky. Super finals are
At
icky.
least the viewers got a chance to have a say in the final as opposed to the super final, unlike certain Greece, where we only got a say in the super final.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. So without further ado, we are going to dive into these songs. We do have running order for the final, so we will be talking about them in that order, meaning first up is Noi with Just Take Me on a Date. He received second in Heat 2, getting the 12 points from the public vote and 10 points from the jury. Somehow.
It's cute.
Okay, and just to establish, did we all watch the performances from the Heat?
Yes.
Or did we listen to...
I watched the playlist on the channel that had all the songs, and I just picked the ones that were in the final. So I watched
the live performance.
No, I watched the music videos.
Okay, that is why I don't like this song nearly as much as I might have otherwise.
The live performance bad.
I agree.
Wasn't good.
It's weird. It's weird.
He had the objectively, and this is going to sound harsher than I mean, he had the worst vocal of anyone in this final, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very, very, very shaky vocal.
Yeah.
I think the song is cute. I think the staging is actually pretty ingenious. The way that he did it with, the date, and then there's the mirror at the end. I think that's kind of cute. But otherwise, I just find this song meh.
Yeah. I just don't care for this song, unfortunately. I don't know. First of all, his outfit felt weird for me, and there's a lot of styling issues that I had with a lot of the songs here, but this one's definitely one of them. What I did like about this is like the trappier instrumental, but it is missing some dynamics to make it really interesting. And the song, I don't know, just it isn't for me, unfortunately. This is just, there's something about this that kind of puts me off about it, and I don't really know what it is. There's just something that just absolutely not. The staging for me felt a little bit weird, honestly. I understand why we did what we did, but I was not really living that much. I did not care for this song, unfortunately, just overall.
I found everything about this performance cringe and, quite frankly, uncomfortable. I found really, really uncomfortable watching this performance. I was mostly just watching this performance with the thought of, did she give consent for this? It really just felt really, really uneasy. Maybe I'm being way too dramatic in that, but I just didn't find this a comfortable watch at all. The vocal was not there at all either. Yeah, it's probably, in terms of performance, probably my least favorite in the National Feats final season of 2025 so far.
All right.
Well, I thought the non-live version of this, which is what I listened to for literally all of these, I thought it was cute. The video, I did not watch the video as it was airing. I was taking notes. I was just listening. So whatever's in the video for any of these, don't know. I just thought it was cute. I didn't think it was anything special. I didn't think it was like groundbreaking, earth-shattering music or anything. But like, I don't know. If it came on the radio, I wouldn't immediately change the channel. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking for the studio recording. His vocal was fine. Again, if you want to say the live was bad, I'm gonna trust that it was bad. Yeah, I don't have anything negative on it really.
Let's move next to Gøya with Afterstorm, getting second place in Heat 3, receiving 10 points from both the public and the jury.
Ooh, y'all, this was soothing. This was relaxing. This was delightful. Getting to hear the vocal and the instrumental flow super well together. I think this is probably one of the best balancing on the mixing I've heard all season. I think it was, again, all of this is the studio version. I think the mixing was incredible. If this went, I would be fine. I have no problems if this goes. I would be really excited to see what they do with it. So I really enjoyed this.
Visually, I found this incredibly pleasing. I think what was going on presentation-wise was great. It just sounds, to me, I think it's a song that will definitely slip my radar pretty easily. I think just generally, I was having a lot more appreciation for what I was seeing rather than what I was hearing.
I couldn't agree with Lewis more. I could not agree with Lewis more. I think the staging is actually some of my favorite staging of the songs in this final. I really, really like the effect of the backing dancer and like the facial expressions they were making, like was providing a lot of emotion that I didn't get a whole lot of from the song, unfortunately. I find it way too repetitive. Soothing, yes, I will agree with Brook. I think the verses are pretty, but otherwise I don't get any substance. It is the same lyric over and over and over again, and I just don't particularly love that personally. But the staging, gorgeous.
Yeah, I have to agree with both of you. I think the staging is a lot better than the song is in and of itself, but I still think the song is fine. If I had a nickel for every time the song starts with a singer in the spotlight in this national final, I'd have a lot of nickels.
Yeah, there's a lot of spotlight and there's a lot of backlight.
Yes, absolutely. But this one does have other very interesting stuff with the backup dancer in the staging. I think the violins in the song are good. This song feels like it's just constantly building to something, but I'm missing the drop or the big moment that we're like building to, unfortunately. Because there's a lot to like about this song, but I just wish it reached a bit more than it does, because vocally she doesn't like reach the heights that I wish she did. As I said, I love the staging. I'm not sure I care for her outfit though. The shine on it makes the outfit look like it's made out of something.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay.
It's just the shine on it makes it look like something, and the drippiness of it makes it.
I think we should move on to our next song.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Great. Next up, Liepa with Our Mylėtum, or Would You Love. This is one of our 2 wildcard songs that made it through to the final. This was third in Heat 4, receiving 10 points from the public, 7 points from the jury, and I believe tying in that heat.
Mm-hmm. Both of the wild cards tied for second, and then it was priority to the jury, I believe.
Priority to the jury, which is why the song that came second qualified. The points in that heat are kind of wild, kind of crazy, if you ask me. But yes, it did tie, and because of the tie, they decided to add it to the final. And I think that's a lovely addition. I think this song is absolutely lovely. It's not my absolute favorite amongst this bunch, but I do think it's a very, very lovely song. Again, backlit intro shot. I was hooked. I'm in. I'm here. I think the vocal is great. The lighting effects on this are really, really cool. And I think overall, it's a very, very solid song. I love Lithuanian as a language to listen to in music. It's one of my favorite languages other than English to listen to. I think it's got just the right amount of repetition, so it works for me. I enjoy it.
So there's a part of this song where it goes da 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 da, and I was like, oh, I legitimately thought for a split second that it was a Darude interpolation. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a very like one of the biggest parts of Sandstorm. They do that same thing. I literally thought it was a Darude interp. It's not. Apparently. I didn't care for it. I'm gonna be honest. And not that I thought it was bad, because I really don't think there's anything terrible in this selection by any means. I just didn't really like the beat and the vocal together. I think they just don't work for me together. Both halves are interesting, but together it just kind of makes a nothing sandwich. Remix would be nice. I would love a new beat on this. I would be really interested, but until then, not for me.
Well, I love it. I really, really enjoy this song. It's super, super dramatic, which might have something to do with it. The instrumentals I thought were really good with a nice beat, and I thought the staging and the styling was also really good. I think her vocal is absolutely amazing. Overall, I just think this is just a good package that I really, really enjoy. This song is just right up my alley, and like, in my opinion, this is one of the stronger songs in this national final. This is just right up my alley. I really, really like this song.
Yeah, I found myself enjoying this a lot. I loved the use of projection. Like you mentioned already, the backlit intro, I really thought, that was a nice visual. I wish this song lent a little bit more into the electronic side of things. I wish it lent a little bit more into that, but that's not to say I have any issue with how it is right now. The vision is there. I think what they have going on on stage is correct. I wish if it does get sent to Basel, it lent more into that. Like, keep what you're doing, but Eurovisionize it in the same way other people have, like, you know.
And with the way that the stage is set up in Basel too, I think there's a lot of really interesting potential for a song like this, staged like this, to be really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, keep what you're doing, just amp it up a bit more.
Definitely. Sure. Let's move next to Gebrasy. He's back. He's been here before. He's doing it again. This year with the song Hole. This was the winner of Heat 3, getting 12 points from the jury and 8 points from the public.
It's interesting that he's a returnee, because I thought this song, like we've mentioned in previous national finals, it's a song that was written. For me, it sounds like a song that was written in Lithuanian and then translated. Because I think the lyrics sound very oddly spaced out. I don't know if that's just me. I love the presentation, especially the delay effect that they have going on at parts. The sound production wise, so everything going on behind him, I love. I just wish that it had more of, if it had to be in English, which I don't think it had to be. I wish they had an input of an English speaking songwriter, maybe.
I absolutely agree. I was looking, he's competed. He didn't compete in 2024, but he competed in Papadami Naujo, rest in peace. In 2021, 22, and 23. And 2023 had one of my favorite songs, Saw Your Ghost. And I was really, really excited to see him in this national selection. I was really excited to see that he qualified for the final. And then I got to be honest, I was thoroughly disappointed in this performance. I don't love the song. Forget everything I said about noise vocals earlier. This was the shakiest vocal out of anybody. I don't think the song works for me. I think the staging and the choreography is great. And I think that's the only thing I really enjoyed about it, because the song otherwise is fine.
Well, again, studio version for all of this. I think lyrically, this is one of the most dense songs in the selection. I think it's a very strong song. His vocal was fine in the studio, nothing too spectacular, to be honest. I also haven't heard any of his other entries to national finals in the past, so do with that what you will. I just think this is a nice package, like, of a song, but I don't think it's gonna do particularly well in the final. And that's about it.
It's a nice package for the whole.
My whole.
Not the my jacks.
I think
Lewis is the only one who's gonna
my
get
whole. I think I'm the one that likes this one the most. I think, and even then, I'm not like incredibly huge on this song. I think his voice it was shaky, but he has an accent that I think is nice. And he shows a good amount of vocal range as well, that I also think is pretty interesting. I think the chorus is a nice listen. It's a dramatic song, which I do enjoy, but actually I kind of disagree with you, Logan. I felt the staging was a little bit lacking for me. I wish there was something more going on to elevate it, because I think this song could really use that help from the staging. This was a good one for me, honestly. Like, I didn't hate it.
All right.
Party.
Let's move next to Amoralu with Freedom. Now, this is the song that tied with Liepa in Heat 4. This is the song that got 17 points, being 10 from the jury, 7 from the public, that did qualify outright for this final.
Well, I liked it.
Okay.
Don't worry, I too like this.
Okay, everyone just went silent. I was like, "Oh shit!" I love this. I love how dark it sounded at the start. I really loved that. I think the lyrics convey the meaning very, very, very fucking easily, whilst also having density to it. I don't know. I think sometimes lyrics can convey its meaning really easily, but also just sound pretty simple. It doesn't really do that there. Yeah, I mean, this whole idea of there's like some sort of societal expectation of woman, and she wants freedom, so she doesn't have to conform to that. Love that. I love the switch to the soft-spoken moment in the song, and I really enjoyed the switch to the drum and bass set. Yeah, I enjoyed it throughout. Yeah.
I liked it. I think then the beat needs a bit of a zhuzhing, but other than that, like, the version of this I listened to did have a music video, and this is the only one I even kind of paid attention to, because I hesitate to call it a music video as much as it was about 15 seconds of her that was kind of on a loop. But hey, I've seen worse. Performance was good in the video. She sounded nice. Song is a little bit on the nose, but like, yeah, sure. We're telling a message. I at least get the message, so there's that. Nothing spectacular to me, but not bad. That's kind of how I feel about a lot of the songs in selection, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a good song. I think her voice is really, really nice, and I could immediately feel the drama in the instrumentals getting really, really intense. Overall, I think it has some good drama, but I wish there was a little bit more to it. Maybe I agree with you, Brooke, that the instrumentals need a little bit of a zhuzhing up. For me, it wasn't super memorable. I kind of forgot that it existed kind of halfway through. Um, I don't know. Maybe if it had more dynamics or better staging, I would like it more. But I don't know. For a Park and Bark, it's still pretty good. Yeah, I don't have much to say. Overall, it's good. Not great, but it's good.
Yeah, I think it's a really solid song overall. I think her live vocal is some of the stronger, I would say maybe strongest live vocal of the finalists that we have. The message is great. I think the lyrically it's really strong. I think this has a lot of strong lyric to it, despite it not being the most like lyrically dense. I think it's got a lot of good lyric to it. I really like the way this is staged. I don't think I would actually really change anything else. It's simple, but in a way that I find really, really effective for me. That high note at the end is really good. And overall, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. So. Next up, we have Anyanya with Running Out of Time. This was the winner of Heat 1, receiving 12 points from both the public and the jury. And I see why.
I get it.
I absolutely get it. Because I love this song.
I am right there
love
with you.
This song.
Right there with you.
I think his vocal is it's lovely, it's smooth, it's like I could listen to him sing the phone book. Like I like he's just very captivating as a performer to me. The message of this song is absolutely incredible. I think the staging is great. I think just having a simple band and 3 backup singers kind of it's reminiscent of Stay for me. In a very different way. Like they're very same but different in a really nice way. There was a slight pitch issue at one point, but that's a fixable thing. I think it's a really solid song, and from a country that we know kind of can send things from all over the place, but has sent songs like this in the last couple of years. I think he stands a pretty good shot at winning, and I would really, really like to see this at Eurovision. A, for the message, but B, I just think he's got a great voice, and I think it would be really cool to see him perform this live at Eurovision in Basel.
All of that. Add in that his falsetto, gorgeous. Oh my lord, that falsetto was pretty. But then also the line of sometimes I pray for wings because running's left a dent in my knees.
Oof.
That smacked me across the mouth. And then it reminded me, it was like, yeah, you have knee pain, bitch. Don't forget about that. Your knees hurt.
Not you,
but no.
Knee pain, bitch.
Like, so good. I was really worried I was gonna come in here and everyone's gonna be like, oh, his live vocal was terrible. This song is really bad. I don't like it. And with Eduardo's face, I still feel like we may be going to that point at some point. But I really
we'll ride on the positive of both of us really enjoying this song.
Exactly.
Well, his vocal is good. His vocal is good. I failed to connect. With the song, unfortunately. I think he has a really, really beautiful voice, and I understand why you guys really, really enjoy it. I like that he adds the beat once the chorus hits. I like the styling and the staging quite a bit. Also really enjoy the black and white flowers that are in the staging as well. It's just missing a moment for me that really like will make me connect with the song much more. It wasn't particularly memorable for me because this is the first song that I listened to, and I forgot it by song number 2, unfortunately. I didn't remember anything about it. I like the big note near the end as well. I don't know. it's still missing a little bit for me. I still think it's a good song, and I still enjoy it, but I just failed to connect. And with a strong national final like this one, it just kept falling lower and lower in my rankings, unfortunately. But I absolutely love that you guys like it, and I respect it a lot.
I love the backing singers.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. That was just something way too Melfest Heat 3 non-qualifier for me here.
That's rude.
I am. I just. It reminded me.
I'm going
of...
to use the trap door.
Let him give. He's been through a lot today. Let him. Whatever.
It just comes down to that. I just didn't find myself caring or even enjoying this, unfortunately.
You don't care that he's running out of time with someone that's dead?
Sonically, no.
Got it. Fair. This is not a song I expected you to like, though, to be completely fair. So I'm not surprised. Also, I will say he's kind of pretty.
He's real pretty.
He's really pretty.
He's real pretty.
Yeah.
But we move to next up, Justė Baradulinaitė with
Good job.
Tired. Thank you. I tried.
Tried and tired. Only swapping 2 letters, and then you're there.
This got second place in Heat 1, so coming right behind Anyanya, getting 10 points from both the public and the jury.
Yeah,
Oof.
Go.
Oh, slay. Okay, I love the singer-songwriter feel here. I love that element. Yeah, I just found this very pleasant. It's not trying too much. It's quite simple, and it works. Just very, very, very nice, and that's all I can say. It's not doing anything astounding. Well, it's not doing anything astounding, but at the same time, I don't think it should be doing anything like outrageous or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I quite enjoy the acoustic guitar, and I think her voice is really rich, and her range is also quite nice. I love the harmonizing backup vocals. It's definitely a ballad that makes you feel, but I don't know how memorable this song is. I don't know. Overall, I think it's a good song. It's just missing a little bit of something to really make it super good. I also really like her vibrato. I think her vibrato is also quite nice. But yeah, it's missing a little something to really elevate it.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat on that one as well. This is also another one of those videos where they just made a boomerang video and made that the entire music video, and it synced up with her first like 15 seconds of vocals, and then I started taking notes, and then I looked up and realized it was the same bit of footage, and it really like caught me off guard for a second. But honestly, my biggest problem with this is the lyrics. I think there are parts of it really work, and then other parts of it just don't for me. And I think it kind of leaves me feeling a bit underwhelmed on the lyric standpoint. Vocally, love her vocal. I agree, like the singer-songwriter, like the Sarah McLachlan kind of energy here. Not
okay, and no, I'm on board with that. Yeah,
not Arms of an Angel specifically, but like some of her other material, kind of like that Jewel aesthetic. I'm here for that.
Very.
But I just did former American Song Contest contestant Jewel. But it's just not really for me. I like parts of it. I wish I could really, really like it. It's just not my favorite.
I am not at all surprised that I am the highest on this song. I actually really, really enjoy this song. I went Jewel, Sarah McLachlan immediately, and those are two people that I absolutely adore musically. So I'm a big fan of this. I think her tone is absolutely gorgeous. This staging for me is the epitome of simple but incredibly effective. It worked for me. There was a bit of a yodel too at the end, and I really appreciated just a touch of yodel. I wasn't mad at that. I understand what you're what you said about it lyrically, Brook. I have to disagree though. There's one verse that really, really stood out to me, and it might just be because I personal connection to it. You smiled without a thought, honey, you just missed the plot. I'm done being your possession, blindly craving your attention.
And that is the best lyrical content in this song to me. I fully agree.
I think the chorus is fine as well. I don't see this winning. I don't see this being super memorable, but this is just a song that I personally really enjoy. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. So yeah. Period. So, we move on to Katarsis with Tavo, akys. This was the winner of Heat 4, receiving 12 points from both the public and the jury.
May I please?
Sure.
So this is one of the last songs I got to because they were organized alphabetically by artists. So this is like 8th or 9th in the order. And I had already found the song. I was like, oh, this is my jam. This is my bop. I'm going to be vibing. This is going to be my 12 points. I was ready to go. Then this comes on. Smacks me across the face. Reminds me multiple times that I know nothing and that I need to know my place and stop making assumptions about the quality of songs to come. Because this is the single best song I have heard in the season. I like every single element of this song is perfect. It gave me like Modest Mouse energy, which if you're familiar with them, highly recommend. If you're not, look, if you like this, listen to some of their work. Specifically, it reminded me of Little Motel by Modest Mouse, which is one of my favorite songs on the planet. Every single bit of this worked. By the time the song went off, I paused the playlist I was looking at. I took about 2 minutes to wipe my tears because I couldn't stop crying. And then I moved on. And at that point, I was like, well, fuck. Now I have to put a song that I think is in my top 5 from the national selection season at second because this is perfect. This is literally perfect. This could win Eurovision. Like, please send this. Please, dear God, send this, Lithuania. I don't ask you for things very often. I'm asking you this one time. Send this. Please, dear God.
I'm so happy that I'm not shitting on your favorite. I am so happy. I was so scared because I was like, I think Brooks is going to like a song that I'm not going to care for. And I'm so happy that we both agree on this one because you clearly like this song quite a bit. And I also like it quite a bit. This instrumental is just really funky and really interesting. Just coming out the gate with some really great long notes as well. This is just super dramatic, and I found myself like living for it. I just hope that like this drama just I was thinking to myself, I was just hoping that the drama just continues throughout the entire song and it really elevates it, and it did. And I was really living for it. There's something also really emo about this song that I quite enjoy a lot, and it makes me like it even more. It's just really interesting and like I don't know. I enjoy a lot about this song. This is also one of my favorites from this national final selection. It's good. It's good. It's definitely really good.
I really wasn't sure on this one to begin with. The build takes quite a while. And then it reached its climax. And honestly, I was left a little bit disappointed. To be honest, left a little bit disappointed. And maybe I had set myself up for bigger because I know that this is the favorite. And I knew this was the favorite before I gave it a listen. So I set myself up for bigger. It picks itself up after the Tavos, the repetition of the Tavos bit. I like it after like that bit. I think I could be a fan, but it's gonna have to take a few more listens.
Logan, you're muted.
We can't
You're
hear
muted,
you.
darling.
I muted myself. Ow.
Okay.
I think I I think I fall. Thank you. I think I fall a little bit closer to Lewis on here than I do Brook and Eduardo. I don't think this is a bad song by any means of the imagination. If this went to Eurovision, I think I would enjoy it. I think what it comes down to for me there are just a couple of other songs in this selection that I like just a little bit more. But I think this is a very, very well done song. The word I wrote immediately was brooding. And I really like that. I think this has such an interesting energy that I really like. Y'all know I don't always love a whole lot of repetition. It's not always my favorite thing. But here it really works. I actually really enjoyed it here. The lyrics are great. The staging is great. There are just a couple of other songs that I like a little bit more than this. But if this goes to Eurovision, I wouldn't be disappointed. Slay. Let's move to Petunija, another returning artist who had one of my favorite songs in past years. So I was very excited to see her back. This is saldumą or Into Sweetness.
Ooh.
I like this song. Quite a bit. I think it has a really interesting opening, and I think her vocal is really good and haunting as well. The staging I thought was dynamic and interesting with the lights. The song also has pretty good dynamics as well. I wish she wasn't wearing this black corset that she was wearing in the performance, because like it feels weird with the dress that she's wearing. But that's like my biggest critique when it comes to her styling. But the song in and of itself is dramatic and interesting to listen to. This is just a song that I quite enjoy, and it's also in Lithuanian, which I also really, really enjoy. Overall, really strong song that I really enjoyed. Yeah, it's a good song.
It's such
all
a
of
contrast.
That. Just all of that. I don't feel like adding anything else. Just whatever Eduardo said, I agree with.
Cool. I find it really interesting as well because her last national selection entry was all in English. So when I found out this song was all Lithuanian, I was really excited. I really enjoy this as well. I think lyrically, it's a really powerful message. I really like it. The fact that she can sing as well as she is in a corset, that deserves some praise. Like I was thoroughly impressed with her vocal here. The shadow start is really cool. There's a lot of really interesting artistic choices made here that I really, really enjoy. Lyrically powerful, really wonderful. I wouldn't be mad if this went either.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It sounds cultural and electronic at the same time, and as records will show, I love that in a national selection song. I think this could be great presentationally. I think there's a lot I would change from the national performance to Eurovision. I love the electronic guitar when it comes in. I think for me, I want a bit more punch on the production.
I think I would agree.
Yeah, but that's not to say I didn't enjoy this. I did enjoy this quite a lot.
Yeah. Her, I think it's her song from last year or 2 years ago. It's also a full-on ballad. I would say go listen to it. It's called Love of My Life. It's one of my favorite songs to come out of a national selection. It's wildly different from this song, and I really enjoyed that too. So I'm a big fan. And I'm glad we all agreed on this one. How fun.
Wonderful.
Delightful.
Yes. Next up, we have Sophie Ali with The Bluest Bell. And before we listened to this, I was like, oh, the fact that we could have a song going to Eurovision called The Bluest Bell is kind of wild to me. And then I listened to this song. I fucking love this song.
Of course.
I fucking love this song.
First off, shout out Illinois. Little Illinois in the building. Because she's born in Illinois, I believe. Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
That's wild.
She's American.
Okay, well then that makes me kind of want to support her even more.
Not the Patriots.
Those are what I support her last.
I understand. I understand. I understand. She got second place in Heat 5 as well, getting 10 points in the public vote, 8 from the jury. Petunia and Katarsis also both won their heats, by the way. I stopped mentioning those for no reason other than I simply forgot. This is so good. I think there's a couple of pitchy moments, which obviously can be improved on, but otherwise, she's so animated in her performance. Like, this for me is Eurovision ready. Like, lyrically, this is some of like this lovely, beautiful, sweet girl singing this lovely, beautiful, sweet country song about wanting her ex-boyfriend dead.
Respect.
I'm obsessed.
Respect.
I am obsessed.
I respect
This
it.
is so Logan coded. It's
so me.
Yes.
Like, it's just...
vocally, she kind of reminded me in the studio version of like Olivia Rodrigo doing country.
That's what I wrote down. That's what I wrote down.
Yep. No.
Okay.
This is never a song Olivia Rodrigo would record, but at least not in her
like
current.
Olivia Rodrigo meets early Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I put a lot of I put a few down because I wanted to be right whilst also like, so I put Olivia meets Chapel meets Florence meets Lana.
Sure. You know what?
I see all of it but Lana, but I'll give you that.
Okay.
Lyrical quality of Lana. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Lana would write a song about her wanting her ex dead.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just lyrical quality. I don't know. Beside the point. I really enjoyed this as well. Aside from Logan, I probably keep country on my playlist the most on the channel.
Definitely.
So
I am the number one.
You are the number one, and if well, I mean, not counting my obsession with Dolly Parton and Reba McEntire, but beside the point. Out of control.
I don't know why that's the Dolly song that came to mind for me, but
it's a choice though. You were just thinking of Alexis Michelle dressed up in Michelle's favorite color.
I sure was. Have you watched the show, Tamar?
Have you watched the show?
Tamar, have you watched the show?
No, anyway, this is great. I really enjoyed this. I hope you get him, girl. I hope you get that man, and I hope you give him another picture to burn. I don't know.
Yeah. I like it. I like this song as well. I really like the acoustic guitar, and I think her vocal is very dreamy and very pretty. This song just feels very cutesy. Like you said, it reminds me of Olivia Rodrigo a little bit in her voice. I'm not sure this isn't really competitive in any way, shape, or form, but I still like it. I think it's cute and it's warm. And like it has a good package. I'm not sure this is my favorite overall, but there's still a lot here to enjoy and to like. And fuck him up, girl. I believe in you. Get that man. Fuck up his life. I believe in you.
Yeah, I loved everything about this. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Olivia, so just vocally hearing her sounding quite Olivia, I was enthralled by that. They have the perfect idea of how to present this in Basel. Everything was thought out, from the staging to the camera cuts to the. She was working those cameras. She knew where to look and when, and I loved that. She's American. I really enjoyed this, and I would be very, very happy seeing this in Basel.
Oh, I would be thrilled. I would be absolutely thrilled. This is the Lithuanian version of oh no, what's her name from San Remo last year? Oh no.
Of course.
There was a lot of people in San Marino.
Valentina?
No.
The one that went to do San Marino after.
Yes.
Oh yes. God, what is her name? She got second at San Marino. In San Marino. In the Voce. I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Thank you.
I was gonna say second in San Remo, surely not. We're not talking about Anyanya.
Like I'm literally singing the song.
Yeah.
People in the comments, help me out. Help us out.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God.
Loredana Bertay.
Loredana birthday, thank you.
Of course.
She just wanted to go to Sweden to piss off her husband.
This is the Lithuanian Loredana birthday.
She just wanted to go to Sweden
And I
to
hope
piss
she
off her
gets that
husband.
man.
Ex-husband.
From America. Anyway, let's move. Next up, we have Lion Ceccah, is how I'm going to pronounce that. I'm not sure what the pronunciation is.
Mm-hmm.
The song is Drobė, or Canvas. This won Heat 5, getting 12 points from both the public and the jury.
I don't think I get it.
I don't get it.
I mean, okay, in terms of like lyrical content, I get it. It's horny. I'm here for it. But like, I don't get it. And like some of these like more eclectic songs I do get. I don't get it.
And you didn't even watch. And you didn't even watch the live performance. The live performance is even more confused. Like, go watch it is the single weirdest live performance of anything I've seen in a national selection in a really long time. Like, it's just weird. And ultimately, I landed on there's a lot of things I like about this. The round to start the song is spectacular. And then, like, there's just so many different things going on that my brain and my eye had nothing to land on. And so I landed on, there's a couple of pitch issues. I'm intrigued. I'm confused. And that's where I ended.
Absolutely. I'm intrigued and I'm confused. But I think that confusion is why I loved it so much.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
I left this performance wanting to know what this. I was like, I want to know what this means right now, because everything about it felt very social commentary, like some sort of.
It kind of is a little bit.
So I haven't got around to looking up.
It's like paint me like a canvas, like. Create this like story with me, blah 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 blah. Kind of like that's the energy of it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I liked it. I think sonically it was a vibe. I enjoyed. It was quite culty. I enjoyed that. It was electronic. I love electronic. I loved the switch in the middle, the little dubsteppy moment and whatnot. I really, really enjoyed that, and I feel like I came into this recording feel like I was going to be in my own belt on that, and I can accept that.
Well, luckily for you, I am sitting right next to you in that little boat because I also kind of really like it. Weirdly enough, I wasn't expecting for me to like it, but I was so confused that I was like, I agree with you. I was like, I need to know what's going on. There's something going on here that like I need to take some shrooms, take some ecstasy, and understand what's going on. Maybe then I will
Genuinely, I'm like, do I get high later and rewatch this performance and see what I think? Like, I'm genuinely considering it.
Yeah, fully. There's a lot that I like about this song. I really like the folky sounding vocals in the beginning. I think it's interesting not only musically but also visually. It's really weird. It's the chorus is good and also quite dramatic. I'm not sure I care for the breathier vocals that happen like midway through, but we all know that that's an issue that I have. This shit is just really conceptual as fuck, and like a lot of spaghetti is sticking to the wall for me. I don't know how accessible it is, but I really like it. I really, really like it.
I'm intrigued to see how this does in the final compared to everything else. Because, I mean, if this won the Heat,
I am too.
Right? I'm really interested to see what happens.
Yes.
So. And closing out our final here, we have Black Biceps with Visaip man reik, or I Need It Anyway. This is the other of our wildcard entries, winning the public vote in Heat 3 with 12 points, obviously. Getting 8 points in the jury for 20 points. Quite literally didn't qualify for the final because of jury. but it was a 3-way tie between the top 3 in the heat, so they qualified all of them.
Wow,
The jury was
wrong.
The jury
I will say
was
the name of this band. The name of this band is wild to me, especially since all of them are white dudes. So,
Now, I thought the same thing. I was a little bit confused and a little bit like, okay, then.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That's how I feel.
Maybe
I will.
Black Biceps and something else in Lithuania.
They are all wearing black
I'm
shirts.
confused.
They're all wearing
I'm
black
confused.
shirts, so I guess their biceps are covered in black.
Right.
Sure.
I guess. But
Sure.
that's not a name I would pick if I was a white man. Anyways, I do enjoy the fun trumpets and the saxophone in the song. The vocal isn't perfect in any way, but the rapping is good. I think the song is just fun, but it's kind of messy overall in its package. It kind of feels like an attempt at recreating the epic sax guy meme as well. So it kind of just felt like that a little bit for me. It's fun, but it's just not hitting super right for me.
I'm gonna just go ahead and go myself because this unfortunately it's not clicking for me. I think the song is interesting. I think it's it's produced well. It's not a song for me, and I will admit that, and I understand that, and I respect that, and I move forward.
Well, I mean, I find it a lot more dynamic and authentic than a few of the songs in this selection. I'll give it that. No, I to be fair, I found myself enjoying this quite a lot. I love the weird cursing with the hand mid-performance. He does this weird thing towards someone, and someone's reacting as if they're being cursed or or Danhausen. If you get it, you get it. I mean, it's got itself all figured out. It knows what it's trying to do. It's got a dance, and anyone can learn that dance, and sometimes that works for this kind of brand of song. So I liked that. I loved the performance. There's been this style that's been done better before, but that's not to say I didn't like this, because I did.
Well, I really liked it. This is one of my favorite songs in the season, actually. This is a bop, like wholly a bop. I was smiling the entire time. I could not stop smiling, in fact. This gave me anime OP. This gave me jazzy, fun time, catchy as hell. Again, didn't watch the live. All I heard is the studio version. If the live was bad, oh well. But the studio version of this is great. I really, really, really think that if this goes, this is going to be a party from Lithuania at show. I don't think it will. I don't think the jury seems to like it very much, and quite frankly, wouldn't shock me if I get it. I get why, but this is fun. This is just pure, unadulterated fun, and I love fun. So, yeah.
Period. Well, we've come to the point in our program where we must discuss points. And I think this is going to be a very wild set of points here on this occasion. Does everyone have an honorable mention?
Yeah.
I do.
All right. Lewis, since you decided to mess up the order in the last video we did, why don't you start this one so that way there's no messing up the order?
Wow. My honorable mention. Yeah. Wow. I am 6 foot. Honorable mention goes to Anyanya for running out of time.
Well, my honorable mention also happily goes to Anyanya with running out of time.
I agree. Happily.
Not
happily. I mean, happily because I get to talk about it, not because it's lower, but
happy because it's honorable.
I get to mention it. It's honorable. Really this one is honorable.
I feel like I'm going to show my HM and it's going to offend them just as much as their HM offended me.
Yeah.
My HM is going to be going to Drobė.
I understand. Why.
Mine is not. Don't worry, I did give it points. My honorable mention, just because it's is just Take Me on a Date.
For reference, that's my dishonorable.
Valid and fair.
Same.
With that being said, 1 point from me is going to Gøya for Afterstorm.
My 1 point will be going to Amoralu with Freedom.
Same.
Okay. My 1 point, I don't get it. It's not for me, but I do acknowledge that it is a decently written song. It's Black Biceps.
My 2 points are going to Hole.
My whole.
My 2 points will be going to Black Biceps.
My 2 points, as the only person giving this song points today, will be going to Just Take Me on a Date. It's cute.
Sure.
Just watch the live. It's
I don't want to. I don't want to because right now it is a perfectly inoffensive song and I would like it to stay that way.
It will be an offensive
Fair.
song when you're done watching the live. My 2
Absolutely.
points, simply just because it landed there, unfortunately, is going to go to Gøya. And I'm kind of sad about that, I got to be honest.
my 3 points. And this is gonna be shock horror. Katarsis for Tavo, akys.
My 3 points will be going to Justė with Tired.
Same.
My 3 points, because I acknowledge it's interesting enough, but I like everything else in my ranking a little bit more. It's going to go to Drobė.
My 4 points are going to Tired.
My 4 points will be going to Gøya with Afterstorm.
My 4 points will be going to Hole.
Party. My 4 points, I just kind of like everything else a little bit more. I'm sorry, it's Katarsis, actually.
Yeah.
But like from here up, but here's the thing. I'm gonna qualify by saying from my 4 points up, everything else, I would be happy if it went to Eurovision. I would be very happy if this went to Eurovision. I'll say that. This is just my least favorite of the songs that I like.
Mm-hmm.
My 5 points are going to Petunija.
My 5 points will be going to Sophie with the Bluest spell.
For a Sophie alley.
For a Sophie.
For a Sophie alley.
alley. Why did
5 points for a Sophie
anyway?
alley.
I've got a
Oh my
5
gosh,
point
oh.
for
Same.
For a Sophie alley.
I've got an order for 5 points for a Sophie alley. Sophie alley is a Sophie alley in the room.
I got a Bluest bell for
the Sophie alley.
For
For
Sophie alley.
A Sophie alley.
My 5 points go to Liepa with mylėtum.
6 points I will be giving to a Black Biceps.
Period.
To the white black biceps. My 6 points will be going to Gebrasy with Hole.
My 6 points will be going to Petunija.
And my 6 points will be going to Amoralu with Freedom.
My 7 points are going to Amoralu for Freedom.
My 7 points will be going to Petunia with saldumą, or however you say it.
Saldumă.
My 7 points, I'm happily giving this more points than everybody else, is Afterstorm.
Similarly, my 7 points, I'm happily giving more points than anybody else did. I'm not surprised. It's Tired.
My 8 points are going to Liepa for mylėtum.
Okay. My 8 points will be going to the weirdo that is Leon Ceccah with Drobė.
Yeah, Eduardo, we literally did the exact same thing because my HM was your 8 points and your HM was my 8 points. Running Out of Time by Anyanya.
My 10 points, because it's a good song.
No, 8 points. 8 points. Don't jump.
I said 8.
You said 10.
I definitely thought the worst thing I filmed today.
Short circuit.
My 8 points, because it's a good song, it's lovely, and how the fuck did she sing that well in a corset? It's Petunija.
My 10 points, and honestly, it might become my 12 after this recording. Right now, my 10 points are going to Sophie for the Bluest Bell.
Taste. Oh, you forgot the A.
For us,
A
Sophie.
A Sophie. Come on now. My 10 points will be going to Liepa.
My 10 points will be going to Black Biceps because this song is a freaking party and I really like it.
Period. My 10 points very happily, will be going to Anyanya, Running Out of Time.
Talk your talk, Logan.
Thank you, I will. Also, he's really pretty.
He's really pretty.
Yes. Yes.
With that being said, my 12 points are going to that big cat himself, a lion, for Drobė.
My 12 points will be going to Katarsis.
I think I made it abundantly clear what my 12 points were going to be earlier, but just in case I didn't, my 12 points will also be going to Katarsis.
I don't think anyone is surprised by who I'm giving 12 points to, because we literally said it was me coded. My 12 points go to a Sophie.
Yay!
Yay!
She's gonna kill her ex-boyfriend. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a fun time. She's gonna kill her ex-boyfriend. It's gonna be fun. Come on.
It's the best.
Okay.
I just saw the result.
I can.
Oh,
yeah. What result? Result of what?
We have a result.
Oh, for national
in
okay.
third place with 26 points. We have Petunija. In second place, with 31 points, is Katarsis with Tavo, akys.
Oh my god! I just realized what won.
Which means the winner by 1 point with 32 points is. I have a winning song for A Sophie with the Bluest.
Yeah, let's fucking go!
I'm very happy with that.
Jesus H.
I'm okay
Christ.
with that.
Let's fucking go!
This is wild, but I'm okay with it.
Logan, this is the first time this has happened to you this season, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one that's carried it to the win. For the record, the song is great, and if it does go, I'm thrilled. I'd be a little disappointed, but I'd be happy.
Oh my god, I don't even know. I'm gonna close out. Thanks for joining us for this video. Subscribe, like, and share. Let us know your 12 points down in the comments. Merch.
Do you have a cup for a Sophie? Let us know.
Sophie. Oh god.
Rest in peace, Duolingo, but she would have loved a Sophie.
Oh yeah. So that being said, we are gonna get out of here because we're going nuts. So Europe, Australia, and the world, stop watching this video and go watch another one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.